Hey guys, how you doing today? I know this video I'm getting ready to about to show you. It's like 40 minutes long. It's my dad. He passed away here last year, and I run across this video. We asked him tell us a little bit about his life story, and I got a lot of family like to see it, and so I'm gonna play it. And if you're interested in it, just hang out and listen to some of the oldie stories and. Dad died in 2015, and I'm sorry, 2022, April 1st, and he was 92 years old. And I don't know, just a little thing to him. I'm gonna put it on YouTube and let people look at it, and let my family look at it if they wish to do so. So if y'all guys want to just sit back and listen to it, that'd be good. That'd be good. And we all might learn, all might learn something there. So. Well, they do. Here we go. So just if you can, just like it and subscribe. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Downhill, where I thought you put it.
Well, it depends. You can put it in different directions.
Well, the corn's downhill.
Well, I slid it around a little bit down here. But, at an angle.
Pointing the wrong way.
Well, a little bit, but downhill this way a little bit.
I went over and run them there, weeds down over there. About 4-wheelers a day, rode it a couple times through there in big high weeds. So if a deer come through, he could come through there. In the daytime, you could see him coming through there. Had to come over this way, you could see the deer, he'd make his way right through there.
Maybe.
Yeah, I was drunk.
I think we got on video too.
I tripped there on the thing.
And pretty somehow they got a hold of Bernie. Bernie's a woman that came and lived with them for as an ain't Clark was a blessing to him.
No, I'm telling Bruce, up in Bruce, they used to have about 20-foot deep holes for them door wells is up there, up Prison Roost over here. And where they head out for a year.
Yeah.
Well, it is that deep.
They must have really dug it out.
Old period probably took them 30 years to do that, though.
I done.
Yeah,
I
it
sacrificed the
was
law.
wide,
I
bud.
was so bit bad when she died.
And you go on up there where the, the old pipeline was laying up in there. You can see a little hole, just where they go. Eat that
How
stuff.
big's that road you say you or something you got out back you can hike across that woodshed?
You can go over and look at it, you know, right on the floor.
Well, what is it from?
A lot from them and everything.
It's a rug.
From what?
But anyways.
I brought it up here for,
A vinyl or carpet?
no, it's a
Indoor
outdoor and outdoor rug.
carpet stuff?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Okay. What color is it?
Green, I think.
Green.
I believe it's green.
What
Well,
if,
but there's a brown tarp up there.
Is it 12 foot long?
Oh, it's thicker than a what pound up on them.
I'd make a lot of noise.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
You tie
Yeah.
Just tack it to one that post, the other
it.
post.
Yeah, tie
You know?
it. Yeah, you have
And
to.
just kind of like, like a little
They
barrier.
get used to it.
We could fool around in there and we'd put up there tomorrow. And then you could fool around in there and they wouldn't see you. You know what I'm saying? If they hadn't come out there, they wouldn't be like this at you.
that green one worked just good. That's quieter.
Well, if it's long enough,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
There's the 3 of them up there. I had them up here and then was just using one. I thought I'd put them on the floor. She said, I ain't want that on the floor.
Where'd you get it at?
I don't know, I picked them up somewhere. I bought 4 or 5, 2 or 3 of them are big tarps. I've cut them up in pieces, you know, and use them for this, for that. I cut a piece off of them last year on the 4-wheeler.
Turn your seat around there a little bit.
Right.
Just turn around towards Donnie.
And she picked me a stick in the
Come a little closer. Look at that camera right here, Don. Just look at Donnie and tell him it'll be your life story.
She liked the feel.
They got you on video.
My story, huh? I told you some of it.
I want the truth now. I want to know.
I'm gonna tell you a lie from my.
You born when? 19. Don't look at me. Look at
1930 when I
Look at
was.
Daddy or the camera up there.
Where's the camera at?
Over
So
yonder.
good to me. And I
Oh, my,
slept
I couldn't see
behind
me.
Yeah, it's got you
No
good. The other day, it's got you good.
down in that
Okay, picture.
Yeah, pick
feather
feather.
too.
I'm gonna tell a life story, you write this book down. I want you to write a book down. Huh? I was born 19 and 30. I went to mine.
You
Well,
jumped from being born
I
going
only
to
get
the mine.
when I was 17 years, almost 17
You
years
jumped
old.
from being born and went to the mines.
Well, what I did, I worked
What month and day?
1930, September 18th, 1930. Donald MacAllister Eve was born at Cabin Creek
Where at, Kevin?
at Dry Branch. And I was 2 years old, well, I can
Where was you
understand.
born at over there? In a house?
I was born not in a tree.
I
You said in a house?
said, where was you born at?
Cabin Creek?
In the house? I mean,
Yeah, I was born, didn't I?
well, I didn't know. I thought maybe you was
I don't
born.
even remember being born up there, but I was born up there. If I can hear it, what I think
So
is.
you wasn't born at war?
No, we moved to Board.
I thought, see, I always
I
thought
was
you
2
were
years,
born at war.
2 years old whenever we went to Board, I think. They moved from.
So pretty much your childhood, you remember it starting that war.
Oh, yeah, it was all war. Yeah,
Kelly's Creek.
we had cows, we had horses, we had hogs, we had rabbits, we had chickens. And I remember one time, we had about 500 chickens, little small, almost fried. And about 2 o'clock in the morning, I don't know who woke up, somebody woke up or hollered. And I looked out there and that chicken house was on fire. And what it was is on stilts. Real big, had rabbit wire around it. And we had light bulbs in there, it was cold weather. And we'd get them chickens and for spring, you know, and to get spring, they'd be laying by spring. In the spring, we get them in the wintertime, I think. And I looked out there, buddy, and light bulb must have grounded and caught that thing afire and burnt every one of them chickens up. There wasn't one left, just a hole was
Well,
there.
it's a bit of a mess, wasn't it?
I was like, it smelled fried chicken, buddy.
What caused it?
I guess it was short, I guess. The only thing I had, we had bulbs in there for, you know, to keep them warm. I guess it's
I've never
short.
been able to
They
see
messed
it
something
right
up.
nowhere. It
Something
had this
about it.
rectangle, triangle, big.
And I remember a horse.
But,
I used to,
absolutely.
ride my horse a lot. I never did have a saddle in my life. What a beautiful red, black horse, red, beautiful horse.
Yeah, 'cause
tan.
I've never seen none.
And I ride that
Oh, we
horse.
watch the
One
shows.
one day I brung it in,
I probably did.
you know, they sweat, start sweating all over.
Every time I go for years, she had.
His legs, soap, look like soap suds under him. I remember that. My dad
I
said,
really liked him too.
and he was wet off wet, but he's dripping. I told him I'm running.
She sewed all
And
night with the paddle.
Dad said, I remember Pop saying,
Yeah.
what'd you do, run that thing through the creek? He did what I done, just run these horses. Now next one's Grego, get on him one time, we was over on the flat over next to the oil well. You know, big bottom out up on Mammoth Railroad. And the Ward Railroad was on this side of, yon side of the creek. And took close out there, we ride. And he didn't do ride a horse before, what's Grego? He's right, good cave there. And and you go through them weeds and then over at the bottom, like,
X's like.
above the flats thing on it. And let me ride this, let me ride. I said, well, yeah, go ahead. And there's a path on out through there and weeds, trees kinda hanging over, and I'd go to them, bend over and run it or what I wanna do.
Well,
And he got on there.
I don't have to do that.
Yeah, I guess he goosed him or something.
When
He
they
took
go
off a little bit. Didn't
run
run hard. He ran right through that path, but he didn't duck. Knocked him right off. I mean, boom, we went over. But his head on them limbs or something. He didn't do that, ride that horse no more. No.
How many brothers and sisters you
He
got?
built that
You
house
had.
on his mother's.
Had 9 all
and dad's
together.
land. Just
You the oldest, youngest, the middle, what?
Yeah, you know I'm the youngest.
Youngest.
Man, it's hot in here. What you
And-
Well, I can't believe you saying it's hot.
Huh?
Most times you always say it's cold.
Yeah, but I thought y'all sitting on the porch.
Well, you're sitting right in front of the stove.
Yeah, I thought y'all was sitting on the porch because I hear the noise.
I mean,
doors open.
that would have hurt
Yeah, I
his
thought,
heart.
I guess, what it was.
So you're the youngest of 9.
Yeah.
So Aunt Barnes
I used to-
cried and
I'll tell some
moved around.
stories.
It was absolutely-
I went and, I'm ashamed to tell it.
Sure they did.
We had a, over in the bog over next,
Well,
the
see,
creek.
it was up where it was.
Okay, well, pretty far from the creek,
Martin
and
was just the daughter-in-law.
I had daughters and them lived here. We lived on down across the road, hard road,
Yeah.
and we killed a hog. And
But anyway, it didn't work out that way,
We
and
think so.
somehow. Aunt
we had
Barnes
salt it
moved
down and
around.
everything,
She learned to accept it.
and hands and
She said
everything
she
in
was a
there.
Christian lady, you don't
And,
cherish your stuff.
Ashamed to tell it.
That's where I learned that.
That's the only time I ever
You
done
don't
anything like
So
that.
that
in
was-
my life.
You're not supposed
But
to.
you can have memories of
And we
things.
had a big
she
fire
did.
built
She
over
had
there,
memories.
over, about from here to the top of the hill from the house, across the railroad and come through an alley in the
You
over.
can't keep things for memories of.
Oh, it was absolutely
We
beautiful.
talked about something the other, all of us, and I said, I'll go get some meat.
It was back to his dad and mom.
I went in that meat house, out on the back porch, sneaked around there. I wasn't allowed out over dark, but I was pretty.
Abbott's Charles' house, right?
Yeah, all house.
Poppy lived up.
Yeah, we had.
So this is the hole you all own.
Oh, yeah, and we had a meat house out there, and on the back porch. And had big old, flat places in our layer meat and salt it down. I went and grabbed that ham, threw it on my shoulder and took off, and the colored people lived there. And another guy, the neighbor lived over here, and Poppy never seen me, or hear me. He come out, and I was done in the dark, running over through there, and I run in that fence, straddled the fence, and him right behind me. That's my memory. And he never did know who it was.
Oh, he was just chasing somebody. He didn't
Yeah.
know you.
Yeah, he did know who it was, so we got ham. We went over there and we started cutting that thing and putting it in the pot. None of it did nothing, none of it. Just wasted the ham.
You never did tell him?
I think I told him maybe, I might have told him about 30, 20 years later.
What'd he say?
I don't remember what, I think I told him about it. He just, I don't think he said about it. I believe I did tell him about it. That's the only thing I ever done like that.
He's chasing somebody that he knows you did it.
Yeah, I run in right in that fence and then I traveled real quick and got through it. And then we afterward had a big garden out there anyhow, remember?
And that woman that was
But
living
it
with
was
that
fall
garden,
then.
Well, he got a hold of you, he tore you up with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you something else what we used to do. We went over next to the creek, about 100, I'll say 70, 60, 80 feet from the creek is all bottom. Clean grass, cattle hit there. And we dug down in about 6 to 7 feet down in there, big as this room right here. What we did. And we went and cut poles, a heavy pole, and it was all in dirt. And what we did, we built bunks down out of, poles, laying dicks, driving them around, and put them all around in there. And we covered that all up, and put tin on top of it, and put dirt on it, and horses and cows, and we could walk right down in here and go in. And more cows or anything else, people had cows, or, night walking everywhere here and there. And more cows be walking around on top of it, and never break through. We had a good time.
Underground camp.
Underground. Yeah, dirt down. And we throw the dirt on piles on top of it. And we had big old, I don't know how long that thing, yeah, big timber we cut and drag through there and come in there. We had a good time. But I worked hard when I was a kid.
Now you worked on the river. Right.
Yeah, I worked on the river 5 years.
Well, tell me how you met Mommy, Daddy, and all that good stuff.
I met her.
Yeah.
then,
Don't you remember?
Oh, yeah, I know what I remember.
That's been what, 60, 62, almost 62 years ago?
Hmm.
I don't want to live up here like
The same thing is what
62 years.
that. I mean, that
No,
was
it
her.
used to be
Oh, yeah, I went with her
Well, that's what
2
tell me-
years.
Tell me how you met her.
About 2 years, I went with
How'd you meet her?
And I said, you want to come? I said, no, I
her.
don't.
Can't seem to tell that.
Mama said your story a little bit ago to me. I remember I was up there.
Yeah, it was, yeah, did she? How we met?
Well, a little bit.
Tell me your
Oh,
version.
me and Clark Strickle, then was going to church.
What year was this?
You know, I didn't want to be a.
What year was it when you?
56,
Uh,
51,
y'all
52, no, 49.
You got married in
About
51.
About 51, about 40, 49. I think it was, somewhere
You
like
got
that.
married in 51.
That's what I know.
Yeah.
But I went with her over 2 years on that. I met her and she was going to church and me and Clarence Strickle was walking down the road and Clarence had a girlfriend.
Where'd you first time you lay eyes on her at? That's what I'm saying.
Oh, when they moved in
From where?
from
City
Calhoun.
Road, City Road,
They moved from Calhoun
the Ward.
to Ward, Truman did.
Now your daddy worked in the mines and y'all lived in the ward. Her daddy worked in the mines and also lived in the ward, right?
Oh,
So the coal mines is what brought you together, really. Is what I'm saying.
oh yeah, gold mine running.
Well, that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking. Okay, you met her. It's where she moved in from Clay or whatever.
So she moved from Calhoun.
Calhoun
County.
County, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she moved from Calhoun County.
Where'd you first see?
On
Where,
this side of
where
Texas.
did you first see her at?
When I first seen her. When they moved in, when they made the moving in, I seen the girls up there, and I couldn't tell Wilsie from now on. Wilsie is larger, but I thought both of them were good-looking girls. I walked up the road, and hard road, and looked up at them. And now, I don't know if you ever noticed me or not. But anyhow, they was going to church. And Clarence had a girl, and I was up there at church house. And that's my member, and we was coming down a hard road from the old company store. And they was coming around the other way. We was coming and walking. He was walking.
And Mom was.
Mommy was with that girl.
And Mommy was 14 at that time.
Mommy was.
Yeah, y'all married. She's 16. So
She,
y'all-
no, she's about 15. Close to 15, I believe. And Clarence,
How old were you?
I was about. I was just come out of the army a little bit.
He was
Oh,
over
18, 18.
Oh, you was over 18.
19, yeah, over 18. So I met her coming down the road, me and Clark. And, well, I didn't meet her at the time. I kind of ashamed to tell her, but Clarence had this girl, and I was coming walking behind him, and he was holding to her hand, hugging her. And I was restless, real restless on it. And I always, whenever I wanted to date with a girl, I just walk up there. 3 years ago. I didn't feel around a week, 2 weeks, and blah, blah, blah. I didn't. And then when she was walking with her, I said, well, Clarence can do that, I can too. You know, I walked up to them, I said, can I take you home, something like that. She didn't know me from Adam. And going down the road, and she had me walk her up to the house.
Did you?
Yeah, and that's the first time I met her, and I made a date with her. From then on, it kept
What was
going.
y'all's first date?
Huh?
What was y'all's first date? What'd y'all do?
We just stayed on the porch.
Watch where it pays if,
That was a date.
Yeah.
And we lived down to, below the house. I'm down at Mexican Mill Hall, land. And I walked, met her about 3 days a week.
Each one of us have a bedroom.
And I helped build a house at Riverside. You remember that house up
You
there?
get to talk to your blue
I
in
was
the face.
working on that house.
No way
Walking
I
on the
would go
move.
like that at all.
Built, me and Cleo built,
Absolutely
you know,
not.
about all
I'd
of
have
it.
my own camp, they can have
And
their, so
me
I
and
don't
Cleo
wanna hear
working
no
on
more
it, I remember
about it. I will
Cleo
not
busted my
do it.
finger.
I
to
said, she
build the
might not do
foundation.
us wrong,
He
I
was
don't
up on the
know,
other
but
end,
I'm telling you,
and-
I seen it in my own family.
And I was down
You
underneath,
deal with land.
and he come up there where I
Some of
was,
the guys, that's all they're looking at.
and I said, hit it just a little bit, knock it forward a little bit, but he hit my finger. I don't end that 2 busted my finger, man.
Now Cleo, he's one of your brothers.
Yeah,
Well,
Cleo.
they didn't have it too long, I don't know what.
He was
Where was that at? Up there where we did, I meant,
Or-
what,
yeah.
And
And Genevieve.
up there for,
Rogers Spring reunion thing. you know.
And we built the house
That's
down
not very far.
I'll
That's
I'll
not
walk
very
all the
far
way
where
from
we live.
Riverside 3 days a week,
across the river.
down the Cedar Road, and up a holler,
And,
up to, almost up there to
and
store.
I don't know
That's
how many
4,
of them had
5,
bedrooms,
6,
and then they shared.
7 miles, 14 miles
They didn't have
every
it
night.
too long till they sold
Just to
it.
see her.
I don't
Yep.
know if it didn't work out. for
14
them.
miles.
Me and Janelle wanted to find him a place.
And I care about her more right now than I did when I married her.
And, I
That's
think
that's unbelievable, but it is. Maybe it ain't.
Well, I believe it.
And I
Yeah.
don't know if Andy
You grow on each other.
had a place.
Yeah.
60, what, 2 years?
I don't know who
Yeah.
owned that place.
Well, see, it will be.
Will be,
Will
and
be.
where it is.
But I just figured, you know, you'll
Yeah.
never know.
No,
about
it'll be
it.
61
Figured
anyway.
it out, you know.
You'll be 61.
Well, 61,
Now,
yeah.
maybe
I
that's
don't
not
know,
right.
I thought it was
Yeah,
nice.
More than 51.
And y'all got a letter
It just
from,
don't work out that way.
Well, Ruth.
the governor or senator, congratulating you on your old 60th anniversary, is that what it was?
Yeah.
I forgot who it was now.
Rockefeller,
yeah.
Got a special letter to congratulations on your 60th anniversary.
They sent me some money, been time.
Yeah. And I'm like, he signed it, so don't even get that excited.
I don't think I think his system
He
done
didn't
that.
even know it.
Yeah.
He probably didn't know it.
It.
Somebody, he picked that letter up, well, who is that guy? I ain't never heard of it.
I wonder if he voted
They
for me.
ended up bringing friends,
Yeah.
but she said, Daddy,
Yeah.
my house is gonna be.
No, I used to go,
Not a house.
uh,
a home.
look,
And
see
it
up there, they used
was
to
a home.
haul coal
Because you made yourself
for,
a home.
on a
You
dump
know,
truck.
whatever.
Everybody wanted coal, they burnt coal, you know, everybody come burnt coal before,
So there
before
was a
gas come in up there.
campsite, we've been there too,
And,
and I can't remember.
they
how
would
many
have
there
gas
was,
at
no.
their ward,
But,
whenever we did their ward.
Were two other
And,
people worked with her husband.
They'd
They all
order
got,
coal, when we run out of coal,
campsites.
and the coal car
Busted
people
together,
coming down the road,
and,
that's the people,
Bruce,
the man
came
riding
this
the-
way, then there was another
riding
camper
the,
this way, and
the
another.
boot, the,
They
what do you
all
call it,
did was
the
drag
caboose
on the
behind.
walkway.
he'd get up on them there, walk up,
And they-
walk in there and just shove in,
and
they had lumps that big
they
around.
all had
And
outside
little, you know,
freezers,
all
they had
big old
lots,
enough.
but they had
He just
extra
hooks it
food.
off the people all
And but over it was a green water.
Yeah.
Log truck?
Yeah, all along the track on the next to our road on the other
And
side.
she raised
Big
her
lumps.
kids
Big
and they
old
just
lumps,
stood
and I'll get down there
right on
and,
out,
get the,
and it's
you know,
whatever
one
they
back
are,
a carry in a
something
bucket.
campground.
If we run
And
out
she
of coal
said
and
they
bring it
never
up,
had kitchen.
and that,
They
and I'd
all
cut
bring
kindling
their
out.
kids,
See, I was there
and
myself when the
they
Orville,
all
Orville was there, but he was just,
I know, but see,
Him
they
and
all,
Benny Harrison,
all of them had their
they
own
went to,
campsite, right? Kitchen,
Detroit,
right in
somewhere,
one
come back,
kitchen.
about 4 months
And-
later, about
but they
starved
all
to death.
was coal miners, they
Thought
all
they
had
was gonna
good
get a
money.
job, but
And
nothing,
it
you
was a
couldn't
regular
find a job.
campsite,
Or
and,
at all.
Every Friday or Saturday night they had something.
And we'd go
going
get
on
that
there.
coal.
Right.
And
it
I'd
was
cut
a nice
kindling,
campsite.
I worked hard
wouldn't
about
say
it.
that was.
My dad always had something for you to do. Before he went to work, he told you, had an order to give mom to tell Don, do this, do that, do that. I had slop of holes, mix up middlings up, had to do it, just everything else, before I could get out and play. And when I come from school, I had work, evening stuff to do it before I could go anywhere.
What shift did Papa Truman do?
I worked with my dad, first time in the mines.
What shift was like day shift?
Day shift, I was a day worker. I was on a company. They all loaded coal, see, they made money. And I made the $17, 35 or 37, 17.35, I think of a day.
A day, no matter how much coal you did?
I didn't dig it. I was a day shift, I was a company man.
Oh, okay.
You know, I worked in there laying track.
Now your daddy, he had to dig the coal, right?
Nope,
He didn't have to either?
no, he laid track of it.
Oh, yeah.
All everywhere in the mines. And over in Hughes
What about Mama's daddy? What did he
He
do?
worked at 4C and I worked at 4C, low coal.
Yeah.
24 inches coal, 24 inches.
Did he know, did Papa Hicks know you before you and Mom got married?
Uh-uh.
I mean, he worked.
No, he went up first and got a job.
Oh, okay.
I found out when he moved in, but he got a job, got that house and got some old, had to buy new, different furniture, all the time. And bought an electric, big old refrigerator, gas refrigerator.
Now the house y'all lived up in
You know,
Ward,
I think a lot about.
all
her
you 9
and
kids lived in
now
one
the
house.
kids is up in
Nope.
Is that not the case or what?
No,
Florida.
oh yeah.
Now,
No, we first lived over
Or
on,
the same thing.
in a double house, and we
We
moved
buy
down
that
there.
same thing.
Oh, as they call it, Clay Hill. They put
But Harold,
1, 2, 3,
Harold
4
was already,
old houses, double house and a single house.
but Harold was already gone, wasn't
Oh yeah, he's gone. Yeah, Marie was gone.
he? Marie was gone.
Genevieve was gone, but Genevieve was young. She had a,
When she got married, she's 14.
14 years old. And so, and Orville was going with, anime, time, and so they broke up. I used to go to Cedar Grove, walk Cedar Grove, and go and swimming down at the creek. I get on top of the creek and dive, it's about 65 foot, dive off. And go up, walk up and things, and dive off. And they come down there, hang around me after she quit Orville, after Orville, quit, broke up. Hang around me, I ain't doing anything about it. Then she calls out of my house, right? I think Orville got jealous. But I don't know that, but in my mind, he knows that anime was hanging around me, and I didn't want her. I at that time I ain't even interested in her.
Well, let's go with your listing. Who's your oldest?
Harold.
Harold. Who's the next one?
Eileen,
Eileen,
Marie,
Marie,
Cleo,
Cleo.
yeah, Orville.
Genevieve
Genevieve was between. She was Genevieve was between Cleo and Cleo and Genevieve.
Oh, okay.
And Orville, and me.
Also, Genevieve's only the third one up.
Yeah, she's in Elwood. We had
All right,
Mom had a kid die.
Right.
Elwood.
After, all right, who's next?
I was after Elwood. I was the next to the last. Of course, I didn't even know Elwood. I wasn't even born.
Yeah.
He died.
So pretty much, are you the last?
I got a chance, but
Yep, I'm the last one in the family. All of them gone. I was sitting up there thinking me and Elma talked last night. I thought, well, what would I wish I just had a brother or a sister. Or I had home, mother and dad to go to. I after you get older, it's your mind about your family and all of them going, and so many things come to your memory, childhood. And I remember Cleo, Orville, Marie, I just remember them all just simple, just like it's sitting right here. Your mind works that way.
Well, the thing about you always have memories of,
You always, yeah, but they get deeper.
Well, they get.
And if I had a mother and dad to go to, I'd be there probably every other day if I had to walk or drive. And that's how I'm a love my mother and dad.
Now, what sibling do you have most memories about, or you have more fond memories about?
Just like one time me and Bruce went over and seen
Sibling.
Herb. We just thought it was Herb and her two boys.
Me and Orville.
There's two boys there. I'm saying.
Me and Orville used
He
to
let Dale
argue
bring a
in
girl
bed.
up there, and
one time
And he
at,
sat outside while they's in there.
I used to eat
sleeping.
apples and crackers in bed.
Loretta Fox motto.
Boy, he get mad. I was up against the wall, he sat out here, and Mom and Dad sat over there, Mom and Pop sat over there. Or up here on this end, had to be. Either way they want to fix it. And he's in the apples, Orville hard as snot, not take it, he'd say. Mommy, make him quit eating apples and get that crumbs all over me.
No, it's sad.
He's cool, boy, I can do him right now. Cool,
It stays with that man.
cool. Now, God, I just,
What was
if
his
it got,
He's
Hmm?
wanting
What was
to
his
text
byword?
Dad.
God, take it.
God, take it.
God, take it, mommy.
Got married. They would pay
That's what they say. That's what my word too. Don, take it. Something of them like I said, well, Don, take a thing. I'll be working.
I never heard of that one.
If they got
That's
married
cheap
and.
cussing.
I get, that's the way of doing it.
And I'll have, Poppy, something happened. I said, well, does Don take a thing? Something like that.
When they get married.
And horrible. Just, oh, said Don, take it. But yeah, that's
And
my man.
I said.
Well, no bad words said around our house. You gotta,
You learn to substitute.
but my dad, but he can pick you up in one hand, son.
Let's talk about your dad a little bit.
He's a wonderful dad, buddy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where is he from? When was he
He's
born?
Logan. He had 21 in his family.
Well, when was he born?
One girl.
But then,
I don't know.
1885.
1885,
I
I
think
think.
it was.
Like that.
You had 21 brothers and sisters?
21.
Yeah.
And he told me what, they wasn't allowed to do nothing on Sunday. They had 80 some acres out over Logan. Cause I went over there one time, when the trees that big around, where the house was and everything, you know, many years. And they had 21, he said, and they slept in bunkhouses. One got a little older, they slept in the bunkhouse or extended bunkhouse. My dad slept on, blankets, not blankets, but, straw ticks over him, under him, and over top of him and had a blanket. And, he said, well, he'd wake up all the time, snow blowing, wintertime blow, wind blow, snow all over in this year. All of them. He said on Sunday he wouldn't do nothing. And said his daddy would say, they get out there and box. You know, two of the kids, grown. And I heard Papa say one time, or Uncle Ray, or Uncle John, or some of them, I think it was John. Maybe it was John, I don't know if it's yours, anyhow. He said, they get out there and start boxing, and one got mad. He said his daddy would give him a good buddy. Yeah, you can put, well, you get mad, well, you had it. He'll give him a good himself. That's all the players they have, boxing and playing.
And so your dad boxed?
No, the kid, all the boys would get out. That's a Sunday thing.
I see.
They get out and box. Maybe not every Sunday, but they boxed a lot around here. And they said that their dad, my dad's dad said, if one of them got mad, he'd take them to the woodshed, buddy.
Now, where did your dad work at? What did he do?
He was a truck layer.
For the railroad?
Inside, underground. Underground.
That's right, you said that earlier.
Had
didn't you?
miles. They had miles of track.
Now, was it true that he was a big man, right?
Oh, was he?
And I still kind of find it hard to believe, but he used to pick up a railroad rail by himself and turn it
Well, yeah, I
around.
work with him. I know.
That's a lot of weight. That's like a
1,200 pounds.
1,200 pound. He can lift that up with no problem.
Well, what do you do, Don? He had a thing that put around and clamped around the rail, see. All right, one come in there, they'd bring him in to him, and they'd lay a new track, they'd just drop it off, and we'd have to drag it up there and, all right. And there was a breakthrough over here where they worked up in there, like a room, you know. And what happened, that's just that one time I was saying, and the rail was turned around but wrong. You know, we wanted to put the end, the hole turned around the other way. And he was very particular. My dad was then, like it had to be right. Because that's all he knows, you know. And
Well, he got his way.
he got that thing? I couldn't, oh, you talk, I couldn't even let no more end up, you know, I wasn't real old
I
anyhow.
know he might be in a lot of debt, but.
And he got that thing like that there, and put the clamp around that, and go down on his knees and put that up.
That's gone.
And go down there,
Just get a few gifts.
and it wasn't on his knees,
That's it.
and because it was about 38 inches of coal. He's a big man anyhow. He bent over, got that, and lifted that, walked a little bit, and put that through that room, and turned and went through this way and this way and this way until he got turned around where he wanted.
That's a lot of weight.
Well, you know what, I don't believe it. I've seen him on eyes. I couldn't let one in there.
Well, talk about your mom. Where's she from?
She was from over in, what is that place
I'm
over
saying,
over Lincoln County, where it's the
Hey, she'll
Lincoln
give you
and
the
Logan
idea,
County.
Say about 5 or 7 years.
Okay.
The name of the place was like golf,
Golf, when they're married,
golf,
the terms
golf,
and stuff's
somewhere
no
over
gone. Kids is up
That's
for,
where her all
make up
her,
like
but it's in Lincoln
It's
County.
in Lincoln
Go
County.
let her,
Yeah,
go let her
Lincoln
come to
County.
see her family when she wants to. Thanks.
And that's where she was
I
from.
don't guess I've ever been to Lincoln
I
County in my
thought about
life.
that the other day. I said,
And Uncle Ray,
you
he
know,
worked on
people all
he
do
lived
that,
on a
just not
reservation in
around, not
Arizona.
seeing them or anything because how
And
he is.
our other two
Well,
brothers
well,
and
well,
sisters, the one lived at, up to,
Boom.
Roxford,
I
up
know,
Boone.
he's done, he's done.
Now, how old,
stuff
One in Indiana,
that
you know, we
I
seen
said,
her brothers
"Hey,
at
y'all
the
meet
funeral.
again since
I mean, her,
then."
my first cousin.
One
One of them died, they had twins. The twin, one of them twins died, about 4 years
People
ago,
stop.
5 years ago.
How old was your dad and your mom when they married? Do you remember?
No, I don't remember about that.
Yeah.
Mommy, what I can count back, she was around 16 years old.
Yeah.
And Poppy was around 20, 21, about like I was. What I can hear, I don't know. if it's
Now, what was her name?
Cozy.
Cozy.
McCormick.
McCormick.
Yeah. And all her kids was, her dad was Christian. And he was real tall, dark red-headed, with a dark, real black jet hair, and red face. You know, dark, like, that's where Ruth Ann gets hers dark, was that Genevieve when she's young. Genevieve was like I color woman. I look like, when I was young, I looked dark too, real dark. My skin changed. Genevieve was the blackest one of them. And Ruth Ann, when till she got, after she got married for some years, you might remember her.
Yeah, she's
And
dark.
Jean Young was dark,
Dark complexion.
real dark, looked like almost, you know, like a light color, black, but red looking, red.
It was okay for his kids to get out there.
And I was the same way. You can ask Alma, I was red as,
Jean Allen is Genevieve's daughter, right?
mm-hmm.
Well, Roger,
Sorry.
we're supposed to,
He never did want nobody to help.
they could have had that place fixed.
We used to raise corn.
Help.
My dad raised nothing but,
Daddy never wanted no
uh,
help. I don't know.
cornfield corn.
Nobody else could do it.
and we grew it, we had after our mill holler down by all the colored people lived up in that one holler. And, they all lived, and they had the church up there, colored people did. Had a one-room schoolhouse for the colored go up there, up in the holler, ward.
We had a leak downstairs.
He raised corn down there below the mill holler, our big old, nothing but rock, creek drop.
He brought a sleeve
And,
or something, and Don had to
we go down there and hoe it, sow the corn, and down, and we had a big garden up the house. We raised corn so tall, you had to reach up there and break it off. That tall, real tall, 12 foot
So
tall.
he comes and does stuff.
corn.
He
Every bit of 12 foot tall.
Mm.
And we pickle it.
He brought
And we put the cabbage, we put in there, we had kraut, pickle corn, pickle beans. All the time, had it out there under a big photo shop. And, you know, corn was tall, and we up there and tight. We started out 3, and we made 4. 4 of them ain't like this and tied together.
Here's the
And we
kind.
just keep pounding on, until it got about that thick, you know, and had a hole, left the hole there, you could move it over, you know, a little bit, where you can just get through there and have our pickled corn, pickled beans in there, in the barrel, and trout. And we go out and get the trout every winter time. We have sauerkraut, pickled beans, boy, it was good. Pickled beans, boy, you ain't tasting nothing. Boy, I mean, they were delicious. And we dry our beans and hang them up. We thread them. You know what that is, huh?
Yeah.
We thread them and hang them. Just piles and piles of them. And heat them up and cook them. And we had cow butter, sweet milk, cornbread. We had, when Mom was at a table, buddy, I never went hungry in my life. Always had a good food, buddy. Good food. Never went hungry anytime but you had to be there whenever supper time and dinner time was there, buddy. It wasn't there, buddy. She just looked at you and she had to apologize and say, well, I was doing something there. Well, it's right up there in the warming closet. She had a big old stove along the that right there, wood coal, board burner, cooking stove. And right there, she'd have all that. And up in a big warm morning up there, she'd have all food, had about 3 big doors in there, and Mommy kept it up in there for if you wanted to eat after supper or dinner. And what was left, that's my memory. She had a bit, put it down on the porch and put it in the big bucket, and they'd feed it to the hogs. And I always had dogs. Always had a dog. We had a dog named Brian, who was 16 years old. Somebody poisoned it, went down to Jeff Hacklett's, Wiggs' brother's house. He had more poodles out there. I went down and looked for Brownie and laying in the yard dead. And somebody poisoned her. She wouldn't hurt nothing. She look at her, she had like she's going to eat you up, you know. She came and you nothing. Balling nothing. She's about 16 years old. I was like raised up with her. But I had no dog, you know, all my life. Also. So that's something I was on.
That's 40 minutes. Believe it or not.
Huh?
So that's 40 minutes worth.
Oh, yeah, still taking that?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Well, tell them goodbye, Pop. We're
But we'll tell our story, not just a little bit.
just a
We'll
little.
tell you later. This is what day it is? Friday the what?
No, they Saturday,
Saturday,
November the 18th.
no,
19.
19th.
19th.
Let's see,
But I'm not like certain.
19th, yeah.
We didn't
At,
get it for side.
2000,
9:30.
2011.
2011.
November 19th, 2011.
2011.
All right.
I didn't. I said, first of all,